Hey everyone, it's Jenna Melanson from Canadian Beats Media. Today I'm joined by Nathan, Kyle, and Jamie from the Montreal-based indie band Ivytide for our latest segment of Zoomies. Welcome to Zoomies.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so first off, care to introduce Ivytide a bit more in depth for our listeners? I'll choose one of you, Jamie.
Yeah, sure. Didn't know to go ahead. Yeah, for sure. So we're a band that's been around, I think, for like 5 years now. Um, we make indie rock, indie pop music, kind of in that like bedroom pop territory, maybe.
Okay.
We all met, or actually we met at different times, but Nathan and I met when he was working on a solo project at a recording studio that I was working at with our drummer Matt. Um, and he had some really cool songs, and we started working on them together, and we started working on like some writing together. We found we had really similar kind of like music tastes.
Okay.
And we realized, oh, we should just keep writing together because it was really fun. Uh,
Definitely.
and then Kyle came on board. Kyle and I played in a punk band when we were both like 16. Um, Little different style, but Kyle was also really into the music Nate was making. So turned out to be a fun collaboration, and we've been having fun ever since.
That's awesome. So your debut album, Portable Darkroom, has been released. Care to tell us a bit more about the creative process behind the album, Nathan?
Yeah, sure thing. This one's been in the works for quite a while now. And the way that this album sort of came about is we take these cabin trips where we kind of isolate ourselves from, the city environment, and we just go right in either North Quebec or sort of in the wilderness, completely out of touch from kind of like the city atmosphere. And that's where we get a lot of inspiration is in those little cabin trips. And each one of those cabin trips for us was a portable darkroom where the album was itself developing, but it would switch locations every time. We would go to different cabins in different places across Canada. So for us, this album kind of stemmed from all these different trips and experiences that we had together.
That's awesome. So the concept, okay, this might kind of touch on what you said, but the concept of portable darkroom is intriguing, especially considering the ties to photography and memory. How did the concept come about and how does it manifest throughout the album? Kyle.
So also, if my audio is crazy, let me know because I'm at a coffee shop.
Okay, that's okay.
So the con the concept came about quite far into the process of recording the songs. I don't think we started the album with the true idea of how it would all connect together. But as we developed our aesthetic for online use and for the videos we've been doing, and how we would, you know, go to a cabin 2 times a year and set up and sort of be in this wholesome, um, stripped back setting, we realized the importance of film photography and of this nostalgic look to a lot of the things that we were doing and the moments we were trying to capture. And we sort of started playing with the idea of conveying that through the songs, having a lot of recordings of little trinket things in the cabins we would rent, trying to really personalize and embody the spaces that we would record these songs. And then as we got further into the recording process, the plan was to make demos at cabins and then go back to the studio and re-record them for a more polished sound. But what we were finding is that a lot of the original demo takes from cabins is the ones that we would be keeping because we couldn't really recreate the feeling whether it be with vocals or the guitar tones that we had found or the drums that we had recorded. It sort of became this feeling of not wanting to touch what had been done. Sort of like when you take a film photo or you shoot on film video, you can't alter much of what's already been imprinted. And to wrap that up altogether as a concept sort of happened naturally towards the end.
Great.
And to give that to other people to sort of, here's our portable darkroom you can take with you.
Very cool. So the single Vacant seems to explore themes of patience and self-reflection. Could you delve deeper into the inspiration behind this track and how it fits in with the overall album, Kyle?
I don't mind. I think Nathan would be better suited to answer this
Okay,
one.
Nathan.
Yeah, Vacant was one that came about very organically at one of these cabin trips. And I remember, I think it was Kyle that had the main sort of guitar riff. And it was a very like rough demo that he had recorded. And we just had that on a loop over and over. And I kind of went into another room and started to like flesh out some lyrics and some melodies. And within like half an hour, everything just kind of came out. And I think for that song to be like the starter of the album makes so much sense because it encapsulates a lot of the elements that we're trying to portray across all the different songs. Um, so there's a lot of themes of, you know, dealing with change and having to sometimes overthink certain decisions so much. So I find Vacant in a way really is a great introduction to some of the themes that we go maybe more into detail on in some of the other songs.
Okay. So Jamie, Vacant is accompanied by a visually stunning video. Can you share the inspiration behind the concept of the video and how it enhances the storytelling of the song?
Yes, if it's okay, I'll pass this to Kyle. Kyle is our
Okay.
resident producer.
All right, so the video for Vacants. So the main idea came from like trying to play off the title of the song, but also what the song kind of embodied, which was this feeling of isolation and like forgotten places, along with forgotten emotions and feelings that sometimes can come at unexpected moments. And it was a very like Nathan focused video. I think, you know, as Nathan's the front man, I always imagine him when I'm thinking of concepts to pitch to the guys. And we were lucky enough to have some beautiful spots out in the farmlands of Quebec and near the wind turbines. And I think there was something really nice and interwoven with the song about like visually empty and isolated places that kind of bring forward a lot of like personal time and introspective thinking. And to sort of marry those two components, the song and with these desolate kind of places, and having Nathan not really be like happy or sad, just kind of pensive, and then have little tidbits of us trying to like keep up in his tracks. Sort of it came together quite nicely. And it's not, you know, too in depth. It's not too much of a narrative beyond just trying to sing the song and find the imagery that makes you feel amplification of what the song already is trying to do.
All right. So, Jamie, looking ahead, what are your plans for Ivytide following this release?
Yeah, great question. So coming up, we have some shows in Canada, which we're really excited about. So we have some shows closer to the West Coast, some shows in Ontario and Quebec, basically end of May towards the end of June. And then hopefully getting back into writing. We already have so many like demos for the next project that we're excited about to continue writing some more and then to kind of explore what we've got already.
Okay.
And yeah, we're excited about what's next.
So the next 5 questions are just for fun, and think of them as a sort of lightning round. You can each answer. So first off, what was the first concert you ever attended as a fan, Nathan?
Oh, I think it was Matt Corby at Metropolis in Montreal.
Okay. Jamie?
For me, I think it was AC/DC at the Olympic Stadium in Montreal
Nice.
Okay.
as a kid. Yeah.
And Kyle?
The Police when I was 10 at the Bell Center.
Okay. If you were to create a playlist for a road trip, what song would have to be on it? Nathan?
Oh, the new Wallows song. What is it called, Kyle? You know the name. It has the guitar.
Calling After You, I think.
Yeah, Calling After Me. So good.
Yeah.
Stuck in my head right now.
All right. Jamie?
I think Kyoto by Phoebe Bridgers.
Solid.
And Kyle?
Probably So What You Want by the Beastie Boys.
Okay.
That's a good drive right there.
Yeah, I've been listening to it recently.
If you had to describe Ivytide's music using only one word, what would it be, Nathan?
I'd go with Silky.
Okay. Jamie?
I go with Elastic.
Okay. And Kyle?
Boppy.
What was it?
Boppy.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Interesting words.
One word is hard. One word is so.
That is
Yeah,
tough.
it's tough. If you were to perform a cover song from a different genre, which song would you choose, Nathan?
I'd go with Bags by Clairo.
Okay. Jamie?
Hound Dog by Elvis.
Oh,
Okay. And Kyle?
Don't Let Me Down by the Beatles.
oh.
Ooh, good one.
Nice. And last but not least, what's your favorite outdoor activity to take part in the spring months? Nathan?
I like hiking a lot. Go with
Okay.
hiking.
Jamie?
Running for me.
And Kyle?
Climbing. Rock climbing.
Okay, awesome. So that's it for Zoomies. Thanks for joining me and congratulations on the new album.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so
It's
much,
really
Jenna.
fun. Appreciate
Much
it.
appreciated.